Before we get into our content today, because a lot of you guys have asked for the update, here is where we stand in our season-long sub-battle against the Alabama Football Report. Last time we checked this, I think we were down like 40 or 50, now only down 12 to the Alabama Crimson Tide. If you have not subscribed, today is the perfect day to do so because it helps us get on top of Alabama, helps us prove that the best fans, not only in the SEC but in college football, they're in Knoxville, Tennessee. So far through the 2025 season, you played 5 weeks. You're enjoying the bye week this week. You dominate Syracuse. You dominate ETSU. You had a chance to make a kick late in that Georgia game in the fourth quarter. You ended up losing that one. Then you dominated UAB, beat MSU in overtime. But, hey, it's a road game, SEC game. They're a lot better than everyone, I think myself included, have given them credit for so far in 2025. All that to say, it's been a pretty encouraging start for the Tennessee Volunteers. I think going into this season, if you would have told us that we'd be 4-1 right now, I think we'd take it. I know I would have, especially with all the unknowns at the quarterback position. But that doesn't mean that you're done making changes, especially during this bye week, because you got to remember last year's bye week. Right after that, just like you're doing this year, you play the Arkansas Razorbacks, and I remember talking to my buddies before that game. I actually was at that game, unfortunately. And I was saying, you know what? I think we're going to beat Arkansas because we're better than them. But we're also coming off of the bye. And then you went out there and laid an egg. So what changes need to be made this time around to make sure that doesn't happen again? And what changes need to be made that Josh Heupel has seen so far through the first 5 weeks of the 2025 season? Well, the number one thing, in my opinion, that he was harping on for changes that have to happen is wide receiver playing time. And he talked about it in his Tuesday press conference. Actually, I think it was Wednesday. Regardless, here's what he said. You take into account what they do on a game day. Young guys have to go earn the trust. We can't just throw them out there, throw them out. Some guys who think they're ready, and maybe they're not. They have to get prepared and control what they can control. But you're also getting ready to go into a long stretch of league, and the nature of the league, when it's physicality and violence, gets guys banged up. We're going to need guys to step up next week and throughout the course of this stretch, so we have to continue to get guys ready and prepared. So basically what he's talking about is the vast majority of the snap count in this wide receiver room has gone to the top 3 guys. Now, that's nothing ever surprising. If you look across the league, in the National Football League and in college football, your 3 best wide receivers will have the highest snap count. But it's just the gap between the top 3 and everybody behind them. You see Chris Brazzell, Mike Matthews, and Braylon Staley at the top of that list. The next closest to them is Travis Smith Jr., and he's got 210 less snaps than they do. And everybody else is like at 16, 20, 30, and then a bunch of guys under 10. It's pretty jarring, to be honest with you. And I don't want to say it's surprising to me because I think I kind of expected it. Maybe I would have liked a little bit more from Travis Smith Jr. and Rodarius Jackson before that injury. But regardless, there's a part of it that you see the talent this team has at the top end of the wide receiver room, and you're like, okay, it makes sense that those guys are getting all the snaps because behind them is a lot of youth and a lot of guys who are unproven. Right? If you look at the depth chart, those 3 guys at the top of it, those 3 faces you're looking at right now, we all knew they were going to be the playmakers. Now, you wanted somebody to step up. And so far, I don't necessarily think that's happened. The thing is, though, it's going to be hard to keep this up. It's going to be really difficult because, like Coach Heupel said, you're going now into your SEC schedule. You are playing physical football teams every single week until the end of the season. You got Arkansas, Bama, Kentucky, Oklahoma, 4 straight weeks. 2 of those road games. Then you get the bye, the non-con, and then you wrap up with Florida and Vanderbilt. Guys are going to get beat up. Guys are going to need some rest. Guys are going to get hurt from time to time. God forbid it. And so I'm looking at 2 guys to step up in the wide receiver room, to take some of that snap load off of the big guys so that way they can keep fresh and stay fresh for the rest of the season, hopefully into the postseason. Travis Smith Jr., he's one of them. 4-star, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's a big jump ball, possession type wide receiver, but he's got a lot of good to his game as well. His senior year of high school, caught for over 1,300 yards. Outside of the top 3 guys in this wide receiver room, he had the most snaps, at 77, and I'm excited to see them get him more involved. He's already made a couple of good catches throughout the season. I want to see that snap count up even more over the next couple of weeks. Rodarius Jackson, when he gets back from injury, and as of right now, we don't know when that will be. He exited the Georgia game with an upper body injury. He had one snap in that game, and he got absolutely demolished if you forget about it. But when he comes back, I think those two guys are the other best options for the wide receiver. And I want those guys to step up because when Brazel's gone after the end of this year, we're going to need somebody else to come up and get some sort of that production. And those guys will not be freshmen anymore. They're going to be sophomores. It's up to them. And I'm excited to see them do it. I'm excited to see them get a little bit more run towards the end of the season as we get into SEC play. Grade the play of the wide receivers through 5 weeks. A, B, C, D, or F. This one's going to get interesting because the wide receivers as a whole have been pretty good. There's been a lot of drops, but obviously they have Chris Brazel, who's like the best wide receiver in the country. So there's probably mixed opinions. I'd probably give him a B+ overall. If you take away Brazel, it's going to drop a lot, but like he's been phenomenal. You can't take away Brazel. I'm probably sitting somewhere between a B+, A-. You let me know down below. While you're down there, you'll also find the link to my social media. Make sure you give me a follow. You can find me at Joey Petersen 8. I've added over 300 Twitter followers in like the last month and a half, growing like crazy. I'm trying to get to 1,350 as quickly as I can. 44 Vol fans need to step up. Give me a follow for daily tweets. Alrighty, number 2, the bye week changes. Now that first one was coming from Josh Heupel. These next two, in my opinion, these are the changes that the Tennessee Volunteers need to make. There needs to be some more discipline in the secondary. And I'm namely talking about the safety room. Okay? I'm going to show you this clip from Mississippi State. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. So right here, you got Andre Turrentine as your strong safety. He is supposed to play, this looks like cover 2, the deep half of the field. And that big red circle right there. That's supposed to be his area. Don't let anything go behind you, go on top of you. Now the ball is snapped. I've got Turrentine circled right there in red, and you see the 2 wide receivers in yellow that are going to impact him on this play. The guy at the bottom of your screen, he's running a straight go route. The guy in the middle, he's running a post across the safety's face, and the goal of that post is to get that safety, Turrentine, to step up and trail with him. You can see that's exactly where Turrentine's eyes are. You can see his eyesight in pink. Well, he's not needed to go up because it looks like this might be even a form of Tampa 2 because I believe that's Arian Carter is running straight backwards and he's got that post route covered. This is zone. But because Turrentine's eyes and body moved to that post route that went in front of him, that guy now at your bottom of your screen, he's running absolutely naked. Now, the good news is it was a terrible throw by Blake Shapen. And ended up being a completion for a big chunk play. I mean, that's 40 yards right there. But if that throw's on the money, that's going for 6. Okay? I need Andre Turrentine to step up. He's got to play better. I love a lot of this team's position groups. Safety scares me a little bit. It does. 61.8 overall grade. His coverage grade 64.2. His overall grade ranks him as the 576th best safety in FBS. Now, I do think that Jermon McCoy coming back, whether it's the Arkansas game or whether it's the Alabama game, I think it's going to help a lot. It's going to help the guys on the back end. But these big plays, they've got to stop. They must stop. They are what's killing you. You're allowing way too many of them. And the stopping of the big plays starts with the back. Having discipline in your zone. Don't get caught on a post route when the guy is running straight in your deep half who's on a go. That starts with Andre Turrentine. It starts with Willie Martinez. It starts with everybody in that room coming together, trying to get a little bit more prepared so that way when the moment's happening and you're in the fight, you know exactly what to do. Your training knows exactly what to do. And I'm about to show you a great example of that with our man Boo Carter. Before that, you want to send good vibes to the secondary. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. They need the good vibes, okay, like today's video. I know something else y'all are going to like. This awesome deal, chatsports.com/UT hoodie. It's not as cool as the sweatshirt I'm rocking. Actually, let's face it. It might be cooler. And you can only get it for $22. $22. I don't know if you need something new to wear to Neyland Stadium in the fall. Maybe you're a runner. Like to get a nice little light layer on in the fall. This is great for it. I don't know if you got a casual work environment. I, for one, work on YouTube. So, what you see me wearing is what I wear to work every day. I could get this, and I actually am going to get it very, very soon, but you should get it right now. Chatsports.com/UT hoodie. I'll put that link in the comment section and description of today's video. All right, we're going to end this one up with Boo Carter. I think the third change this team and this defense needs to make is more Boo Carter. I have loved what I've seen from him over the past couple of weeks. And like I've said, he's a roller coaster of a player. He's got high highs, he's got low lows. But he had his best game as a Vol on Saturday. Maybe his second best. Funny enough, his best might have been in 2024 against Mississippi State where he got an interception. Regardless, he played great. He had a 90.6 coverage grade. Guess where that ranked among defensive players in FBS? Number 1. First, okay? And what I notice and have noticed about Boo is just he's got unbelievable instincts. And you pair his instincts with his athletic ability and his aggression, he's able to make some great plays just like this one, okay? You notice Boo, he's circled in red. Their wide receiver is circled in yellow at the top of your screen. He's going to run on a little pre-snap motion. What I love about this is Boo Carter, once the ball is snapped, before it's even in Shapen's hands, he's already moving over to the flat, okay? But this is the great part is, he doesn't just go straight to the flat because he recognizes the play. Gage, you can go forward. You see his eye line. It's on Blake Shapen. He knows what Blake Shapen's about to do with the ball, so he starts moving where that red arrow goes, and he absolutely blows this play up. And this is where his athleticism comes into play because he's shot out of a cannon. That tight end, actually, Gage, you can go back to that other photo before this one. That tight end, it looks like he's got a good spot on Boo. It looks like he's there to block him. And then Boo just runs right past him. And that's not the best part because he ends up making the hit as well. It's one thing to recognize it. It's a whole other thing to be the guy that actually makes the play. And Boo Carter actually made the play. Like he's been doing a lot recently. His snap count. It's only gone up. I mean, it took a little bit of a dip after that UAB game from Mississippi State. But in my opinion, this shows me one thing. It shows me that the trust between Josh Heupel and Boo Carter is growing. Now, that trust got broken a little bit in this summer. But so far, Boo's been putting back together piece by piece by piece. And in my opinion, with the deficiencies you've had with your safeties, having Boo Carter on the field in the game, it's going to make your team a whole lot better. That's it for today's show. Make sure you guys get me on social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I'm everywhere. My TikTok, I did a live follower check yesterday. I'm just going to hit y'all with a live follower check again. Who cares? This is YouTube. I can do what I want. I'm sitting right now, 914. Can I get to 1,000 by the end of the weekend? That's my goal to myself. I need you guys to help me out. If you have not subscribed, please do that. We are 8 days away from the Arkansas game, 9 days away. I'm 7 days away from being in Knoxville, Tennessee. Cannot wait. Alrighty, we're going to get out of here. Let's go Vols.